Hi guys, I'm Sara DiPasquale at Sweet Savory Sara, and this is Flavors of New York. Today we are in the Morris Park section of the Bronx, and we are about to try some Colombian food at La Masa. Come with me, let's check it out. Hi everyone, I am here with Josh Montalvo. He is the owner of La Masa. And hi Josh,
hi,
how are you?
Good, and you?
Good, thank you for having us. This is my first time to Morris Park. So tell me about how you got started, how you ended up in Morris Park, and a little bit about your experience in the culinary world.
So I started off as a valet, then moved up different positions, different restaurants. I worked at a Mexican restaurant, I worked at an Italian restaurant. So from there I just kind of learned different techniques, different seasonings, different ways of making food, and just kind of brought it all together with my background and try to do something that would fit into the neighborhood. We started in Morris Park in 2014, and from there since on we've been here, and we have adapted to the neighborhood.
Where were you born?
I was born in Colombia.
Colombia.
I was raised here and in Colombia, and my final landing here in the States was actually here in Morris Park in 2001.
Would you say this restaurant consists of mostly regulars, or do you get a lot of new customers in the area?
We have a great mixture. So we have our regulars, our neighborhood families. They come here, they've been coming here, they support us all the way. And we continue to have an influx of newcomers. We have people coming from Connecticut, word of mouth. We have people coming from Long Island, New Jersey, other parts of the Bronx. So every day we receive somebody new.
Awesome. Would you say there's a lot of other Colombian restaurants in this area, or are you one of the few?
I think I'm the few.
Mm-hmm. And probably the best, right?
Some people may say that.
I'll be the judge, right? I'm
You'll
excited to try everything.
Yes.
Josh, these drinks are gorgeous. What did you present me with?
So right here we have a passion fruit margarita.
All right.
It's made with passion fruit pulp, not a lot of sugar. The other drink we have a blackberry, or in Colombia we call it mora. It's a mora mojito. So it has a nice tart but sweetness to it. This is a lulu with blackberry. So it's a frozen drink with a little bit of rum in it, and it's just a taste similar to like a pineapple lemonade.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you. It's delicious. All right, this food smells absolutely amazing. What are we looking at here?
So we're looking at shrimp sauteed with onions in a coconut and mango sauce, and topped off with a little bit of crushed coconut.
And these are plantains, or?
Those are green plantains. We call it patacones.
Patacones.
The rest of the world calls it tostones.
Tostones. And then we have rice and then some
Salad.
salad. Amazing. A
We
little bit of
gotta make
everything.
it
Exactly. Okay, I'm very excited to try. How do you suggest, is there like a certain way?
Just the way you're doing it right now.
Just eat it. Just
Yeah.
Here we go, the moment of truth.
Oh my God, I'm nervous.
I haven't really eaten much Colombian food in my day, so I feel like the bar is high.
We like to say that we're not so traditional. We like to blend different flavors and make it so everybody can connect to the dish.
It's very fresh. It's very
It's done
fresh.
daily.
Pardon?
It gets done on a daily basis.
Oh my God,
In
yeah.
very small batches. So we do focus on small batches on a lot of the things that we do, just so we can maintain quality and keep it fresh.
The rice is a little bit sweet.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. So where do you get your seafood here?
So we try to source it locally in Hunts Point, obviously, because we're in the Bronx. So we go there pretty much every day, and we tend to get Gulf shrimp
Gulf shrimp. Do you get any other seafood from there, or mainly just the shrimp?
So we have red snapper on the menu,
Okay.
and that one tends to be Caribbean red snapper.
Awesome. That's great. I have a full fish staring at me right now. What is this?
So we have a red snapper. We season it, marinate it for a whole day at least, and then we deep fry it.
You deep fry it. Okay. How do you even go about eating this?
So this dish is meant to be eaten on the beach.
On the beach.
On the beach. Normally in the Caribbean, they have stands where they fish it out, fry it, and bring it to you. And it's usually just the fish and some tostones, and that is all. So
You just gotta claw it apart a little bit.
kinda, yeah.
All right. Thank you. It kind of tastes like a chicken tender. Like a chicken.
Yeah.
It's not fishy at all.
It's
'Cause
not
obviously
supposed to be fishy.
yeah, it's fried. It's bad fish if it's fishy, right?
Yes.
It's good. It does. It tastes like chicken.
So I would say the red snapper is one of the best fishes if you're not a fish eater, because it has a very refreshing kind of taste to it. It doesn't overwhelm you, and you can literally have it with a beer, glass of wine, or just plain juice.
It's delicious. I feel like most things that are fried are usually delicious, but I also got a taste of the cilantro with my bite, and I love cilantro, like I said. It's really good. It's
When you
nice
become
and crispy.
a real fish eater, they tend to eat even the tail.
Oh,
Yeah. That crispiness to it, some people go for it. So this dish it's a staple in the Colombian cuisine, right? So this is what we call a bandeja paisa. Some other people call it bandeja montañera. So the main difference between those two is either the steak is grilled or the steak is shredded plain. Beans, you gotta have beans. You gotta have beans. You can't stress it, you gotta have beans. The arepa, it's like a corn cake.
okay.
It's pretty much your bread.
Your bread, okay.
So that's what you're gonna use to dip it in the egg. You're gonna dip it in your sauce. If you're having a soup, that's what you're gonna use to dip it in the soup. So that's the alternative to the bread.
Okay.
We love sweet plantains. It is something that we find all across Colombia, and everybody eats sweet plantains.
Yeah.
It's a must-have.
It's like the dessert. That's the sweet, that's the savory.
That's that sweet part of the dish that's just gonna bring everything together. We do a lot of chicharrón. So chicharrón is pork belly, or in Italian cuisine it's pancetta or bacon. It's the same cut, it's just done in different ways. That's chorizo.
Oh, okay, so that's that.
That's the chicharrón, and this is the chorizo. Chorizo is similar to a sausage. It's just the seasoning is a little bit different. And going back on the way we flavor things, that has a lot of cilantro, scallions, and onion inside of it once you're making it. Versus other chorizos that are more heavy on dry seasoning. This one is heavier on scallions and cilantro.
Oh my gosh, so much meat. You have like so many alternatives. And you have the huevos. The eggs. Amazing.
The difference between this chicharrón and like Dominican or Puerto Rican chicharrón, they tend to use the part that has the bone in it. We tend to use the one that doesn't have the bone.
Okay, I gotta try all the meats, clearly. I really rarely see steak like this, where it's this thin.
In our culture, we're not a rich country. So the way we use meats and the cow itself, it's similar, but we use smaller portions of meat just because we need to stretch out the meat.
Right.
So like a ribeye, we have ribeyes, right? But we don't tend to have, like in the States, they have a nice 16-ounce piece of ribeye. No, that 16-ounce piece of ribeye will be cut up into a family of 6. So you need to stretch it out a little bit.
Yeah, I see the logic. That's very smart. Make it last, right? Let's try the chorizo first. It has like almost like a hot sauce flavoring, like chorizo is almost. It
It's-
tastes kind of like a.
It's usually like a little on the spicier side, but it's really not spicy.
It's not spicy. It's
It
mild.
just gives it a nice hint. It's like when you have sweet sausage, then you taste the fennel, and then on this one you'll be able to taste onion. You'll be able to taste a little bit of parsley. You'll be able to taste a little bit of cilantro.
It's a little smoky, which is nice. I forgot the beans. So you said the beans. Okay, so I gotta. All right. Well, we got it.
These pinto beans. In most, if not all Colombian restaurants, they use a different bean. I can't even say the name. It's a bigger bean. It's suited to cook for a longer time. So
Very
that
good.
bean you need to soak in water and you let it cook slowly. Going back to traditions, normally you would have cooked this on top of wood. So you don't have that control of temperature so much. So you need a stronger bean so it can hold that heat so it won't break apart as fast.
Steak's really good.
Steak we marinate for 2 days.
2 days.
Yes.
Wow.
The
Oh my god.
chicharrón has to be marinated also for 2 days. So the meat can absorb flavor. And then it has to be
So
simmered
good.
so we can reduce the fat out of it. And then fry it once, let it cool up, and then we fry it one more time.
You fry it.
No, not the meat. Sorry, the chicharrón.
Oh, got it. This. Okay. Yeah, I gotta try this. Okay. Chicharrón. This is good. It's very chewy. It's like a very, very thick bacon, basically. Very thick, as you can see. Tell us about these sauces you have.
So all these sauces are made here in-house.
Okay.
We're gonna start with the traditional ají. It's a blend of jalapenos, cilantro, scallions, tomato, white onion, vinegar, and some extra special seasoning. We have a green sauce. Our green sauce consists of jalapeno, cilantro, scallions, and mayonnaise. And our very much salsa rosada, mayo ketchup, some people may call it.
Love it. It's like the Chick-fil-A specialty, right?
Yes, everybody loves it.
Amazing. So what do you suggest putting this over your rice, your meat, everything?
The ají, definitely for your meats.
Okay.
A little bit on your beans if you want to have that extra kick.
Okay.
Sauces are good with fries.
Fries?
With fries, with the juca fries, with the plantain, with fried things, just because they're kind of, we use chicharrón is fatty, and as much as you want to, render that fat down, sometimes it doesn't. So with these sauces, it just kind of like mellows down that fattiness.
A little spicy.
It's spicy.
Jalapeno. I want to dip this in this. Not the best way to go about it. Maybe that. That's really good. So tell me about these. So this is the cheese bread.
Yes, this is pan de bono. So pan de bono is a staple across the country.
Okay.
It's
Gluten free, you said.
It's gluten free.
Gluten free.
It's fat free, sugar free. No, I'm just kidding. It's gluten free. So it's made with cassava flour, and it has a ton of cheese mixed into the dough. So it gives it that nice, airy, cheesy kind of flavor to it. And you have that with coffee, with chocolate, with soda, with
Anything.
juice, anything.
Ooh. And I hear your empanadas are gluten free here as well, right?
Yes, they
Which
are.
is not very common at a lot of places.
No, most of them are made with flour dough.
Huh?
So wheat dough. The Colombian empanadas traditionally are made with corn dough. So it's pretty much just corn, a little bit of cornstarch, a little bit of seasoning, and that's it.
Wow. That's great.
Have to be fried. They have to be fried.
Have to be fried. And so here we have our staple rice and beans, and this is your breakfast, traditional breakfast?
This is a very much traditional breakfast. This is calentado. So calentado is a mixture of rice, and the beans, a little bit of guiso, ahogado. Ahogado is tomato, scallions, onions, and some people may debate the cilantro, but here we use cilantro.
Yeah.
Huevos pericos, it's also the same base, ahogado or guiso. Tomatoes, scallions, and onions simmer, and then we put the eggs, seasoning, and cilantro. That is an arepa, a corn arepa, yellow corn arepa. It's also gluten-free, and that is how we eat pretty much anything. For the beans, for the soups, we add cheese to it. You can add some shredded meats. You can either have it you want. You can add whatever you want, and it's just it's our bread for the meals.
So would you say traditional way to eat this is to put this on top of this with rice and beans and just all in one bite?
You can have the rice and beans on the side,
Okay.
but you can definitely add a little bit of eggs and the arepa.
All right.
And then you would just bite them. We don't have it right now. On a little bit of coffee, and that is good to go.
It's like a little quesadilla. You can just kind of fold it up and bite it. Oh my god. Oh my god, it melts in your mouth. Eggs are... I didn't even know that they were eggs at first because they obviously are not your traditional
No, they're not.
looking egg, but they're really light and fluffy.
It's a way of stretching things. I go back again to our roots. So we're not a rich country per se. So all these dishes are made for the working class, are made for the working people, are made for families. So when you have 3 eggs and you need to feed 4 people, who doesn't get egg? You stretch them. A little bit of scallions, tomato, cilantro, make the base, you add your eggs, your scramble it, now you're feeding 5 people.
Yeah, they almost taste like a tomato sauce that I would have with pasta.
Yeah.
Like that's the seasoning because this tomato is coming out very strongly, but it's really good. So behind us, we also have a beautiful case of desserts, cakes, tres leches.
Tres leches, flan.
So if you're also craving some sweets, this is a great place. You have many options for desserts. We also have a great outdoor space, which I see. Did you open this during COVID?
Yes, we did.
Okay, it's beautiful. A lot of outdoor space, great access to sunlight. And you opened a second location in Prague?
Yeah, we have a second location in Prague that recently opened, and the same concept as this. Bring your family, bring your girlfriend, bring your boyfriend, have a nice, relaxed dinner.
Yeah, absolutely. And same menu as well?
Same menu.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Josh. This was such a pleasure. I absolutely loved everything on the menu, and I will spread the word about your restaurant, your business.
Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us, guys. And we are Flavors of New York. Check us out on Instagram. This is La Masa in Morris Park, Bronx. And Sweet Savory Sara, thanks again for checking us out.